Let's talk about how you approach leadership with an important conversation.
Always believe you were born to win. It's your right to win. Claim it, frame it, 'cause you were.
Your hands are sweaty, your heart is racing. You know you need to talk to your boss about something important, but you are terrified of their reaction. Let's talk about how you approach leadership with an important conversation. The first thing that I'm going to ask you to ask yourself is, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid they're going to yell at you? Are you afraid that they may fire you? Are you afraid that they may say something to you that just may completely deplete your confidence? Identify what exactly you are afraid of. Because here are the facts. You have been invited to work at that organization. You applied and you got the job. It was an invitation, an offer to join the organization. You are making the affirmative decision every day to go into that organization. That is your choice. You are doing that by virtue of your power. So your boss has done the exact same thing, but they happen to be in the organization a little longer than you. They have accomplished more things than you have. But at the end of the day, they also chose you to be on your team. Or if they inherited you, you have continued to be on their team. So let's break down this fear. Maybe you are afraid because you've never had such a conversation before. Well, here's the deal. You have a successful track record of first times. You've done a number of things for the first time in your life, and you have done them successfully. You've also had a number of do overs in your life, and this may be one of them. But here's the point: been there, done that, and you live to tell it. So, again, having that experience should not be something that you are afraid of. Now, when you are going to approach your boss, you do want to rehearse. What do you want to say? What 3 points do you want to make? What do you want as an outcome? Do you just want to be heard? Are you asking for a promotion? Are you asking for a raise? If you are going in with a specific ask, then you want to think to yourself, why is it important for the organization to fulfill my ask? Do you feel like they owe it to you because you've been doing an inordinate amount of work? Well, is the work that you have contributed, is that consistent with what they asked for? Or have you invested even more, but you don't even know if they value the more? I'm a big fan of making sure that you know what is valued in your organization, because so often people work really hard, they go above and beyond in their definition, but yet they don't feel like it's being recognized. Well, if you are offering that which is not valued, then you won't be rewarded. So you should always assert your power to understand, what does success look like and what is valued in the organization. If you're asking for a promotion, now you need to prepare and think, is it time for a promotion? When was my last promotion? What's the criteria with respect to experiences and intellect in order to get to that next level? Do I know what that looks like? And have I fulfilled all of those requirements? Maybe you're going to ask the boss, what does it take to get promoted? Well, in that case, that's a very legitimate question, and you want to listen intently to understand the answer. And if you are given information that's not clear, stay there and clarify it so that you have a very clear report card as to what you need to do. Remember this: your boss is a person just like you. They get up in the morning and get prepared to come to work just like you. They're just another person. So there's nothing to be intimidated about. Point number one. Point number two: this is your career and it's your life. These are days that you are never going to see again. So you want to make sure that you invest in these days in the way that's going to give you the highest return. So if you're not going to speak up about your career, then whose responsibility is it? You are the only person that is responsible for your career. Yes, there are other players in the organization. Yes, there's the boss, but it's your responsibility to speak up on your behalf. This is not the place that you want somebody else to carry your water, because when you can talk to your boss about your career and what your rewards are, that person is thinking this person came to play. This person is not afraid. This person is really clear about what it takes to get to the next level or what they are due based on their level of contribution. That's what they're thinking when you are able to have that conversation and be assertive in that conversation. And the last thing I'm going to tell you about this, always prepare to listen. Listening is power. You can't do anything if you're so quick to want to speak and interrupt because you may interrupt them right when they're getting ready to give you very valuable information and they just don't give it to you. So come prepared to speak on your own behalf, but go prepared to listen. That's how you approach leadership in having those important conversations. Fear has no place in that success equation and no place in that engagement. If you're uncomfortable, practice in the mirror until you can say it clearly and then go in and deliver that message. Go get them.